performance is a combination of what I would call armor theory. Armor theory, AMO. We are talking of ability. We are talking of motivation. And we are talking of opportunity to perform. Now, one thing we all have as we talk now is the opportunity to perform. We are all part of this opportunity. But then you realize that some of us will perform much better than others because we've gone beyond just having the opportunity in our hands, and we have created motivation for ourselves. Motivation because of the dreams that we have. Motivation because of the things that we want to achieve and the things we have seen our predecessors having achieved. Today I was chatting with one young man in Uganda, and he wants me to mentor him. So he told me, you know what? This is the car I'm driving today. So he sent me his car's photo. And then he knows the kind of machine that God has blessed me with, my beautiful Land Cruiser. And he said, you know what, when I grow up, this is what I want to drive. So his motivation to move from where he is to where I am is because he can see clearly that others like Josphat have achieved what he wants to achieve using the same vehicle. That is the opportunity of Neolife. So motivation is very important. And by the way, never wait for somebody to motivate you. Be motivated by your dreams. Be motivated by what you are running, after, the things you want to achieve, and also what you are running from. If you are tired of paying rent, then you are running away from paying rent. If you are tired of driving a car that you're not very proud of when you are on the road, you are running away from that. So, ladies and gentlemen, motivation is very important. And ability. And that forms the basis of our Tuesday training. We are here to make sure that we are all getting the right ability to perform in our business. Now, the two speakers that we have will take us a note higher in terms of gaining more ability to perform in our business. So that's my introduction. Performance equals armor theory, that is ability, motivation, and opportunity to perform. Having said so, it's my pleasure to welcome one of our leaders who from the day he came into the opportunity, he decided to grab the opportunity and never to look back. He has enjoyed a high level of lifestyle in Neolife. Talk of Intercontinental Hotel, talk of Windsor, talk of Kempinski Villa Rosa. He knows very well what happens in these hotels. He has also enjoyed some good cash, and he's driven by huge dreams. He will share with us how he has been able to be where he is and how he is breaking the ceiling, any limits to where he wants to be. And together we can be able to do that. So ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, I want to welcome to speak to us, Mr. Chadwick Bwibo. Chadwick, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please take it up.
Thank you very much, Mr. PT. I'm very grateful for getting this chance. Good evening to all of us.
Good evening.
I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Chadwick Bwibo, a director in this opportunity and the CEO of Mustard Seed Superstars. Wow. I work as a physiotherapist at the Nakuru Level 5 County Hospital. I'm married with 4 children. When I joined this opportunity in 2016, my wife was very sick, having been diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. She had undergone surgery, chemotherapy, and radiotherapy, and her health was really bad. She was weak, thin, and no hair, very rough skin due to the radiotherapy and the chemotherapy, and she was suffering. She was really suffering from many problems. So a friend of ours in our church referred us to a place where she said we could get assistance. And we went, and after listening to a presentation at the Legacy Hotel in Nakuru, we joined New Life to regain her health. So in the period of 3.5 years that we've been there, in life, we have regained that health. Is now in good health, and we have also gained more than that. We have earned some good money, as the PT have said. We have also enjoyed a lot of lifestyle, courtesy of New Life. We have been to many places. It is true, we have been to Hotel Intercontinental severally. Baka, we know how to get in from up and from down, from backside. We know all the corners of that place, the many restaurants that are there. We have been there enjoying ourselves, courtesy of this opportunity. We have also been to other prestigious institutions, such as the world famous Villarosa, Kempinski. We have also been to Windsor, the famous Windsor, as a country and golf club, and we have enjoyed really in this opportunity. So in as much as we came to get assistance for our health, we have also discovered many things, and those things have really encouraged us to continue doing this so that we may be able to reach out to many people that may be suffering like my wife was suffering. And we know that many people are gaining good health and also earning something from this opportunity. The purpose of our discussion today is actually to have us to rethink on how we can more achieve what we wanted to, what brought us to this opportunity, to have a rethink how we can do the business more properly and more effectively. So the discussion that I'm going to share with us this evening is entitled Break the Ceiling. So we are going to start right away from the break the ceiling. And the ceiling, we know, is a level, a surface that is put on the house, and the house is built up to the roof, and then we put a ceiling to make it beautiful, like ours here that we have put here, just to make it beautiful. But the house goes much, much higher. The house is ours, the whole of it, up to the ceiling, up to the roof, and even beyond. And unfortunately, these ceilings are put there to give beauty, to give aesthetic appearance, comfort, warmth to the room. But the problem is when you get used to comfort, then many things bypass you. Because when you sit in a comfortable place, you do not want to move from that place to a colder or a different area. So this is the purpose of wanting to break the ceiling. So we must break the ceiling if we want to go and reach for our goals, because the ceiling is an imaginary level that people or you yourself have put as the highest level that you can reach. But this is a lie. Having a ceiling is a lie that is controlling you, that this is the only level that I can reach. So I want to encourage each one of us to start dismantling these lies that have held you back from achieving your dreams for so long. Do not allow others to dictate what you can and what you cannot do in your life. Refuse to follow, refuse to be compliant to their labels that they are put on you. Do not accept that you are only able to become a distributor and remain there. Do not accept that you cannot go beyond a senior manager. Do not accept the lie that directors' position is too difficult for you to achieve. And even the directors, you can still go beyond that by breaking the ceiling. See yourself in a new light. All the possibilities are in you. You can change all these limitations by going for your dreams and breaking the ceiling. And the ceiling will only be broken by violence. It will not be a soft issue. So how are you going to break the ceiling? To break the ceiling, you'll need a lot of tips. And I'm going to discuss just about 10 to 11 such tips. The first one on how to break the ceiling is, number one, you must believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Do not allow others to control you or limit you. So the belief must be from inside, so that outsiders cannot have control on you and you can go for your dreams regardless of the circumstances. Number two, be willing to do what others find difficult to do. Be willing. The willingness must also come from inside, because nobody is going to push you to achieve your dreams. Nobody has set those dreams for you. It is you who has set them. So it is for you to discover how you are going to reach out and do them and get them. Do this with great zeal, because when you are willing to do something, then you are willing to put in all that you have. If you want to remain comfortable, maintain your ceiling. For ceilings will not be broken from comfort zones. So if you want to remain comfortable, be comfortable where you are, do the comfortable things that you are doing, and you remain there. You will not need any extra energy. But if you want to go beyond, then you must use you must put in a lot of zeal and a lot of work so that you can break that ceiling. The ceiling that we are breaking is imaginary because it is limiting us. Then number three, the third one is to sacrifice. Very many people talk about sacrifice. Very many people talk about sacrifice as being a necessity for success. But do they ever consider how much sacrifice is required, what kind of sacrifice is required, and how much sacrifice is adequate? So there's no limitation to the sacrifice that you are supposed to put. The sacrifice will come in small bits and it will come in big bits. All this form the basis for your success. And the secret in breaking the ceiling is that you cannot break it alone. So you are going to sacrifice both for yourself, sacrifice for others, and sacrifice for the people that you want to guide and to help you break the ceiling. The ceiling cannot be broken alone. So do not lie to yourself that you are going to break a ceiling when you are alone. You must work with others. And therefore, you must be able to sacrifice a bit of your resources, a bit of your time, a bit of your knowledge, and everything else that you want to use, that you have, that you may be able to share with these people so that you may work together with them. So this is an important aspect, sacrifice. And sometimes we find it so difficult even to sacrifice very little time, maybe 40 or 50 minutes, and sit in a training like this one. Many people have been sent these messages to come and attend, and some of them are not on this Zoom call. Yet they could have come and could have had new things that are being trained today. So sacrifice may come in small bits or in big bits. Whichever kind of sacrifice you're going to put, you can be assured that the Lord will answer your sacrifice, because sacrifices are given to the Almighty so that He may hear your prayers and fulfill them. Number four, the fourth issue is this, that you must invite and work with others. You must invite and work with others. You cannot reach a ceiling alone. You need a ladder, someone to hold the ladder as you go up. You also need the hammer, someone to give you the hammer as you go to break the ceiling. You will need someone to get you the hammer up there. So you must come with people. You must have people that you are willing to work with. Then they must also be willing to help you. Because while you are up there trying to break the ceiling, the one who is holding the ladder may leave it and you fall down. The one who is giving you the hammer refuses to throw it up. And therefore you will not be able to break the ceiling as you had wished. So these people are, as you work with them, you will also need them and they'll also need you. So you must support each other to break their own ceiling and to help you break your own ceiling. So you must work together with harmony and respect so that this can be achieved. So teamwork is an important aspect in aspiring to break the ceiling. No man is an island, therefore we must all need each other and we must all support each other. The big thing is that if you want to break the ceiling, you must have around you. willing to go with you and willing to support you. And you on your side, you must also be willing to work with them and to support them. And then in that way, then you are going to succeed. And in this unique business of Neolife, the network marketing model, you must invite people to work with. Because when you work with others, then they'll come in with their abilities, and you'll also give them your abilities. Then when you combine these abilities, your team will be very strong and will be able to achieve all your dreams that you are aspiring to get. So inviting and working with others is very important. If you want to embark on a mission to break the ceiling, make sure that you have some people you are working with. And nobody's going to get them for you. You must be willing to go out and talk to people, invite them to where the meetings are, invite them to the Zoom meetings that we are offering now, and let them also learn so that they may buy into the dream that you have, so that we may co-bear this dream and go beyond our limitations. Then there's the fifth one, which is an integration of the technology. So integrate technology into your life and activities. Learn how to use technology to the best. Technology is now leading the way in our business, and therefore, if you are able to integrate more technology, if you're able to mobilize more resources in this method, then you are more likely to break the ceiling faster and go beyond. So technology is an important aspect. Number six, and that is related to number 5. Number 5 is integrate technology into your life and activities. Number 6 is you invest in appropriate technology. These are essentially, they look the same, but they are totally different. For instance, if you do not have a smartphone yet, you must get one. That is investing in appropriate technology. Because without a smartphone, all these technologies that we are talking about will not work. If you have a smartphone or you have a laptop or have a computer, then you are set to go. So after you have gotten this, install the necessary apps. Do not say that you have a smartphone and then the only thing that you can do with it is to make calls and be sent M-Pesa. Learn how to use it, have the right things in the phone so that you can use them. I want to mention a few of the important apps that you ought to have in your smartphone that you will use for this kind of business. The first one is Facebook. Facebook has a lot of people. Access to Facebook is very simple, and access to great numbers is permissible. Some of them are people that you used to know long ago, and others that you may not have known, but because of the networking on the Facebook, you'll be able to access many more people. It's a big resource of people for prospecting and for growth. Then we have Zoom. Zoom is the latest technology that we have. It is very useful in training. It's very useful for communication. It's a very cheap and effective means of real-time training that we can be able to use. Apart from just installing the Zoom, learn how to navigate around it. Learn how to use it. Learn how you can integrate and show the Zoom benefits to other people. Share the links so that more people can come into Zoom, so that you can easily get them working with you. Then we have the WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool because it has many applications. But unfortunately, most of us only know how to use WhatsApp messages. Otherwise, we have WhatsApp Zoom, we have WhatsApp, we have WhatsApp calls, which you can use data to call people. We have broadcast in WhatsApp. You can form good groups and work with those people and extend and transfer your knowledge and information to them wherever they are. So WhatsApp is a very good and powerful tool. Well, let's use it to our best. You can share many things, including videos, sound, recordings, etc. Then we have Shop Neolife. Every member of Neolife has a shopneolife.com account, and it is a website that is integrated. It's associated with you specifically. So it is your shopneolife.com website. So if you use this and you personalize it in a big and important way, then many people will be able to follow you and use your technology to enrich and build your business. Many people can do shopping on Shop Neolife. They can also join, they can see products, they can even see some of the promotions that the company has offered through this shopneolife.com. So let's use this shopneolife.com. Get acquainted and utilize it. Then, associated with shopneolife.com, we also have the app called TNL, Team Neolife. It is also accessible to us. For the new members, it is accessible for you for 60 days for free. Then thereafter, you can renew and use the Team Neolife app on the phone. So it has a lot of faster and integrated technology that you can use to reach out to more people, and you can share a lot of the resources in it with the people easily. Then Facebook has another application called the Messenger on Facebook. So if you use Messenger, then you can give communication to people, your friends on Facebook. You can give them communication, you can give them messages real time. You can also chat with them. You can also share videos. You can share photos. You can share many things on Messenger. And Messenger is private. So only the person that you are messaging will get the message. Instead of using the Facebook, which is very open, then if you have personalized messages, you use these personalized messages on Messenger. You can exchange your numbers on Messenger. You can exchange your contacts. You can do many things on Messenger by chatting. So that's a very important tool that you can use there. Then we also have Twitter. We also have messages on our phones, messages, the SMS that we usually use. Then you can also use calls or regular calls. You can use all these things to access and reach more people to achieve your dream. Because you have said that you must invite and work with people. So people are very important in this business. So you look for means and ways of reaching them, as many of them as possible, so that they can build a very formidable force to help you hold your ladder and give you the hammer as you break the ceilings as you go up. So these apps can also, some of these apps also allow you to form groups in the social media platforms, which you can form and use to mobilize and to redirect the people's interest into your direction. You can also socialize and become friends by having common interests that may not necessarily be in your life. But out of that, you may get some people interested in what you are doing, coming your way and working with you. Number 7, I'm sure I've taken a lot of time on number 6, because investing in appropriate technology is a very important aspect of leading and working in this team at this time. Be a leader. Number 7, be a leader. Most people, when they join Neolife, they join thinking that they are just becoming members and there are other leaders who are going to lead them. That is not entirely true. Once you become a member of Neolife, when you aspire to become a leader, then your program or your team will grow faster, because you will show leadership skills. You will want to know the leadership skills and use them to develop that team. And more people will be able to come. And this is associated with number 5, where we say that with number 3, where we say that there's sacrifice to be involved. So to be a good leader, you must sacrifice. You must sacrifice to find the way, sacrifice to follow the way, and sacrifice to show the way to all the people that you are working with. So sometimes finding the way is not going to be that easy. It's not always open. So to find the way, you might need to consult, you might want to learn more, you might want to ask more. So be willing to do all these things so that you're able to show the way and show the right way for your people. Encourage and motivate your team members to go for their dreams, for their own dreams successfully. Then you will all go successfully to your destinations. You cannot succeed alone. So as you become a leader, lead the others so that they can also achieve their own dreams and their own goals. Success is sweeter when it is reaching to many more people. Point number 8 is we want to get a mentor. We must get a mentor or consult regularly with someone who is above you or who has more ability than you. This can only be done if you overcome the temptation of pride, the temptation of feeling you know it all, the temptation of feeling you are all knowing and you are satisfied with what you have done. Get a mentor, accept that you can do better. When you accept that you can do better and that other people have done better, then you can also benefit faster. Your own abilities will leave you somewhere. For you cannot exceed your own abilities. You will only do up to what you can. Beyond that, it will look like it's impossible. But when you get a mentor, someone who is above you to show you the way, someone who is taller or has seen further from where you are, then you can stay and tell you that you can do better. You will be motivated knowing that the limitation that you had can be overcome with the assistance of this person. So someone to guide you further in the road to success is a very important person in this journey of success. So you must be willing to accept tutorials, to accept others to guide you and hold your hand. Do not be too proud not to follow other people's inputs. And knowledge is power, but knowledge can come from up or from wherever you think you can get appropriate information and knowledge to improve your ability to break these ceilings. Number 9, we are looking at the 9th factor, and the 9th factor is this, that you must invest heavily in your self-development. This one is a must. Number 9 is a must. You must invest heavily in your self-development. Self-development will not come from outside. Self-development must be generated by yourself. You must do it yourself, willingly and knowingly. So you must selectively read widely. You may read widely, but reading the wrong things. So selectively read widely, but read things that are related to your own desires and your goals. Watch appropriate content regularly. Watch appropriate content regularly. There are CDs on how you can do public speaking. There are CDs on motivation, on inspiration. There are many areas. There are CDs and video clips on leadership, or all kinds of things. So you look for them, have a look at them, and desire to be like what they are, to become better than what you are today. These materials can be found on YouTube. You can also find some videos which are ready, and some clips which socially are shared on social media. Look at the right things and they will be able to move forward. Attend trainings faithfully. Attend trainings faithfully. And now that we are using technology mostly, invest in data. Invest in data so that you are able to attend to trainings faithfully. This little investment of buying data will transform you to levels that you may not understand, because the things that you are learning day by day, repeatedly, are improving your abilities to shine. And you will do very well if you continue learning new things and new ways every day. Practice what you have learned and teach your team members to do the same. Whatever you have learned, let them know that if you want to get more people, you can form a group on WhatsApp You can form a group and call it a name. And then this group, you are going to guide it in a way that you want. You can form a broadcast. And then this broadcast, you will put all the prospects there. And then when you send them messages, they'll get the messages individually and instantly. So it reduces your own work and you will access more people easily. So once you have discovered this, let your downlines also know that. But my warning is this, that our downlines are sometimes not willing to break their own ceilings, and nobody will come to break them for their ceilings for them. So you must also, as a downline, desire to break your own ceiling, to exceed what you have and where you are, so that you may be able to achieve your dreams as others are achieving. Otherwise, you'll stop looking at others and cheering others, thinking that the success was not meant for you, and when you could also have made it. Success is achievable by all. These things can be done and must be done. Let's be willing to go beyond what we know. Let's go to unlimited space and do what we can. Above all, and the last one is duplicate. All these things that you have learned, duplicate, so that the people that you have come into your team can do exactly what you have done. Show them what they have done, let them do, and let them carry on, so that you can all succeed together. And then when something happens to you and you are not able to lead them again, they can lead the team and still keep the fire going. So duplication is very important. And the people who are coming in as new people, be willing to learn, be willing to take up the mantle, so that you may succeed. Success is for everyone and is possible, it's all doable. Thank you very much, and let's move forward. PT, back to you.
Thank you, Chadwick, Bwibo, for that very elaborate discussion. Definitely, we've learned a lot, and I am eager to implement. I captured all your points very, very clearly, and I cannot agree beyond what you've said. It's very, very practical knowledge. And I'm using it, by the way, big time, big time, especially where you've talked of social media, using the technology and investing in it. I am prospecting more than 20 people on a single day, every single day, worldwide, because now we are not limited. So thank you very much for sharing that. It's a big secret for success. And now we want to get to the second session. And this is where we will be able to understand, surely, how do we make money? How do we, yes, we want to break the ceiling. And how do we make sure that in terms of money that Neolife can pay us, we maximize on that? So I want to invite our second speaker. The topic she's handling, fortunately, is her cup of tea. Those who have listened to this in the past, some you've doubled, you've multiplied your income. And this is a very timely topic as we close the month this week. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to give my wife and partner in business the chance to take us through the next session. So thank you very much. Welcome, Pearose.
Wow, thank you very much. Yes. Hi, everybody. Hello. Those who can see me, you can wave. Wow, great. Yeah, it's such a wonderful evening. And I must start by congratulating all of us who are on this call today. We miss you a lot. The face-to-face meeting that we were used is no longer there. But we thank God because of giving us this technology of Zoom so that we can be able to be talking. Otherwise, thank you for attending our meeting today. God bless you so much. And I believe through this, it's not going to be in vain, but we are going to grow our business to our desired levels. Thank you, Mr. Bwibo, for such a wonderful and detailed way of explaining how we can break our ceiling. Congratulations for having grasped the whole thing, and I'm so excited. And I believe all our listeners today have learned something from that. I took my notes, and I am very excited. I will keep revising them until I master everything. Because with our business, it's about mastering the skills. So thank you very much, Mr. Bwibo. And for those maybe who are seeing me for the first time and those who have forgotten my name because we've not seen each other for a very long time, I still remain Pearose Cherotich, Mrs. Karaoke. And it is very exciting to be in such a wonderful opportunity. I cannot imagine. Without Neolife, I don't know where we could be today. So I'm excited even to talk to you this evening. And it's been a great 10 years. When I started the opportunity as a physics teacher and mathematics, I only knew about figures. I didn't know how to talk to people. Actually, I did not know how to smile. And you know, with our business, you need to know how to smile. And I thank God because I decided I want to learn. I wasn't on Facebook. I was not on Instagram. I was not featuring anywhere in social media. But as Bwibo has taught us, those are the key things now, if you want to survive in this current world that we are in. So it's really a great privilege to be in the business at this time. And really, I'm excited, and even as your leaders, for the way we are working together. And I can see a lot of success ahead of us. And as Josephat said, we are in the right business. Many other businesses, including our economy, is dipping every other day because of the pandemic. But our business is growing. Very exciting. I was listening to Eric Warre, and he's talking about a huge improvement in network marketing. So I'm glad that you're here and ready to learn. So when I joined the business in 2010, or when we joined the business in 2010, we were so naive. I remember when we were brought the opportunity in the house, after they explained, I actually asked him, I hope it's not going to be, I'm not going to sell any product. I'm sure most of you have ever asked such question. I hope I'm not going to be involved in talking to people. And because I was very shy, I could not talk to people. I could not convince anybody. Why? My way of growing is very different. It has never taught me that. I only knew school and everything and a job where you sit and maybe talk to students, but I did not have that way of persuading people into any business. One, it was the first business that we got involved in, and we had never been involved in any other business. So it actually came on time, right on time. Me, I joined because of health. As I always say, my health was really, really bad. I was weighing 124 kilograms, but I thank God because I believed, and I actually risked to use the products of Neolife. And today I thank God because we are in perfect health as a family. We were just remembering with Josephat that we've not gone to the hospital for so long. We can't remember when we last went to the hospital, except maybe for maternity cases, which is a normal thing. So I thank God this opportunity has really given us a lot. But when we started, we did not know. We were so naive. We didn't know anything. We did not know how to go about it. We never understood what are points. Actually, the first day when my sponsor talked about points, I said, what are those? Because I was in a different world. Now, what I discovered after joining the business is that you can learn by and by, and you must be willing to learn. And that is why those people who make themselves available to learn, those are the people who succeed. I know you are sacrificing your bundles, and Mr. Bwibo has told us about sacrifice. And I remember one thing that I was told, or I read, that says, you sacrifice now, and you will be able to get to be paid later or to enjoy later. Pay the price now to get the prize later. So it's very exciting to see all these 51 people paying the price of having to join our Zoom trainings and get to learn from us. Apart from the Zoom trainings, we also have our one-on-one talk on phone, which is, you really need to engage your upline on the same, because those are the people who know and they can teach you one or two things. So it's been a great time. When we started the business, we were guided. I remember we joined on 17th of July 2010. At the end of that month, we were able to receive a check of 2,002 Kenya shillings. Actually, it was an incentive because our check should have been 1,001 Kenya shillings. We were given an incentive by the company. So our sponsors advised us that if we do 500 personal points, we are going to be given an opportunity to be senior managers even before you start sponsoring people. And I remember that is what we did. And I know maybe in our midst, we have people who did that. They moved to senior manager. You may have also moved to manager. Yesterday, Noella McDermott was teaching us those steps. For you to become a manager, you need either 250 personal points, the points that you buy in your name, or 500 with your team, with your own 100 points, but with 500 with the team. To be a senior manager, you need either 500 points personal or 1,000 points with your team. But even when the team gives you 1,000, you still need 100 points. So the minimum basic for any distributor is 100 points. So the first day we didn't understand, like most of you, I'm sure you never understood. But we decided we want to learn. I remember I used to call my sponsor. Fortunately, they were our neighbors where we were living. And we were able to really ask them so many questions until I would feel I'm bothering them. And maybe sometimes you are calling your upline and you feel like you're bothering them, but you are not. You want to gain knowledge and information on how to grow in this business. I have discovered that many people say they join Neolife for health, but most of the time they quit because they never got money. People join, you'll ask them, why did you join? They will tell you, oh, I really want to live a perfect life, healthy life. But finally, when they quit, they say they quit because they never got money. So money is a very important aspect in our business. And it is very key for you to understand, how does money come in our business? After realizing that we can get money from this business, Josephat and I embarked on exactly knowing how we can grow. And because we were told we are going to build residual income. And you remember, residual income is income that comes in whether you are working or not. Meaning that if you go for holiday for 1 year, you still have to get money in your bank account. There's nothing like that in our job setup. If you don't work, you cannot earn money. And that is the difference. So we really wanted to be financially free and also in the future have our family to inherit, or our children to inherit our business. So we wanted to build this business so that our generation can benefit. So we really wanted to learn exactly how does that happen? How do we grow? So we were able to be shown, and today as president team members, we are so glad. God has been faithful for the 10 years. Actually, we are next month, June, we will be exactly 7 years as president team members. It's been a wonderful journey. Many people whom we started the business with, most of them quit. By the way, we were so many who joined. But you know why? It is because they were not able to get money. But they also did not want to understand how they get money. Some people think that by just joining the business, paying 8,300, you are entitled for a check every month. Some think that way. You may not, but some people think like that. Now, of course, that is thinking in the way of a pyramid scheme. But our business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to put in the skills. So this is the reason why I call for everybody to be a learner. Always be willing to learn. And one thing when I joined New Life, I discovered that this business is very different from the job setup outside there. You are not a boss. You don't even have a boss. You have to boss yourself. And I loved it because I really wanted to be my own boss. So nobody will tell you really what to do. Your upline is there just to guide you. Now, there is this book that is called the Compensation Plan. I know all of us, we have it in our kit. And if you don't have, you can still get it from the warehouse. So this is a very key book for everybody. I remember I was able to master the compensation plan very fast because I decided I want to know how money comes. And because we come from an employment setup and of course employment mentality, we really need to change our thinking, our mentality that now we have come into business. And in business, you have to put in some effort so that you get something. So you also discover that maybe you have been trying to sponsor people in your team. You call people, you invite them, they come for meetings, they join Zoom, but they ask you finally, what have you gotten out of this business? How have you benefited? So sometimes you don't have much because maybe you tell them, oh, I'm using the skincare products. They may not see it right there. And right now, people really want money. I think the key thing is now money because we told that so many people, 9 out of 10 people are not even assured of going back to work. So many businesses are going down. And before they pick up, it will take a long time. So let us take hold of our network marketing business, our New Life business, because it works. So whenever somebody asks you, what have you gotten? What do you tell them? So I would want us to work in a way that we can be able to show somebody, because I remember when we joined and we got that first check of 2,002 Kenya shillings, we managed to photocopy the check. It's right there. To photocopy this check, it was written on the 5th of August. Can you see that? 5th of August, 2010. We joined on 17th of July, 2010. So when we got that check, we decided we are going to laminate the check and we'll be showing all our friends. And we had a big vision. We knew that one day that check will double, it will triple, it will be added so many zeros. And true to it, it has come to be. So this one kept us focused. We knew that we are going to start moving. And we will show people one day when we are getting those big monies, we'll be able to show somebody where we started. So right now, of course, the company is not writing any checks anymore. We are getting our statement and going to our bank. It's good to keep your statement. Keep your statement, and one day you will show people where you started. Because if you are talking at a very high level and you are talking to low-level people, you need to be there. And being there is by showing them that you were there once. So this check was really able to motivate some of my friends who were so negative when I was talking to them initially. So I want to encourage anybody here who does not have a check, has never gotten a check, try to get a check this month. And by the way, we are closing the month on Friday, this week on 29th. Get a check. Fortunately, the company has that incentive that if you do 500 points, you are a senior manager. So in the beginning of your business, you need to make a bonus, especially if you want others to join you, because Kenyans will always want to see than even hearing that there is money there. And the first bonus is very important. So take advantage of the incentive and it will really help you. So what will be required for you to have such? You will be required to sacrifice your money initially. I remember when we joined, we were told okay, our time we were joining with about 6,200. Then after that, we were told you can become a senior manager, pick the products that you want. And we were guided so well. Pick the products that you want and ensure you get a total of 500 points. And so automatically you will be a senior manager. Imagine the money we joined with, we had borrowed. And then again, we go back to borrow more money so that we can buy the products. That is sacrifice. And I'm reading a very nice book here, very nice. It's called Dig Your Well Before You Are Thirsty. It's a great book, by the way. This book really helps us. I mean, I had not read the book, but now I'm even understanding fully why we need to do things by sacrificing earlier. So we took a loan from somebody and we were able to purchase products. And we became senior managers. It is very important to have some stock with you. I remember one of our senior managers in Mombasa was calling me like on Saturday because we had a holiday yesterday. So he was calling me on Saturday and telling me, Pearose, there is somebody who needs Pro-Vitality right now. I don't know what I will do. I don't know whether they will wait to give me the money on Tuesday. So I actually told him, you now need to know that it's very good to have some stock at home for such eventualities. So it is very good to have some stock with you. With the help of your upline, they can help you to know which are the good products, the moving products, which are the common products that you can easily get customers, especially if you are new in the business. And you can imagine a situation where you have to make a customer wait, you go for them. Abadali, if you have some and they are waiting for more, instead of not having any at all. It's like going to a shop and you want maybe rice, 2 kilos of rice. Then you go to the shop and the shopkeeper says, how many kilos do you want? Wait, I rush to Mwea, then I'll bring the mchele. Then you can come and pick. That one wouldn't be, I mean, that's not business. So I want to encourage us superstars. We need to have some stock. Every month, I actually make sure I have some stock. I don't miss Calmag in the house. I don't miss Omega-3. I don't miss TNN. I don't miss Supergrow. I don't miss LDC. I don't miss aloe vera. You know, those are the key products. So sacrifice your money, buy the stock, and actually, it will also really make you have that desire to be able to sell or to share the products with somebody. And you find also customers will also want to see what you have. So let us stretch ourselves. By stretching yourself, you will just be moving. And also we can use other people's money. We normally talk about OPM. Use other people's money. So actually in your life, because some people tell me, oh, that business is only for people who have money. No, we never had money. So to succeed in our business, you don't have to have money. You don't even have to have influence. You don't have to have any education. You only need initiative, faith, and the will to succeed. And now when you get your first check, try to learn as much as possible how you can grow that check steadily up. Yeah. So when you get a check of 1,000 shillings, learn how you can get a check of another like 3,000, how you can get 5,000, 10,000, and so forth. It is so motivating when your check is growing steadily. So we need to learn. I'm excited because after 7 months, this was our check, 60,446. Imagine. I was so motivated. Our check was actually growing. The second month we had 5,000. The third month we had 22,000. The fourth month we had 31,113. Like that. The seventh month we had 60,000. So we also keep them so safe because one day we will be showing people, and now it is even time to show people. 1 year down the line, the check had gone all the way to 100,454. 2 years down the line, it had gone to 218,021. Two and a half years, it was at 467,000. I don't think you need to see more. Yeah? But you can see. That is March 2019, 1 year ago. So somebody is able to believe that when you are able to show really how you have come, because in our business, we start small and we grow like that steadily. But you realize at the beginning, you have to really sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your energy, your time, and even your money. And you realize it's not like even the traditional business. We say that in your life, you are in business for yourself and not by yourself. So the company is taking care of the warehousing. You don't have to put up a big shop and pay rent. No, that's not your work. So it is very key, because you realize the reason why we are really thriving right now is because all the distributors don't have that problem of having to have had rent. You had employees and all that, including even millionaires in the business. They are not losing anything. So remember, the money is in the product, but the power is in the network. So even as you get the money, make sure you are also growing a very good network. Go out, talk to people. As Bwibo had said, we need to talk to people. Use all avenues. Now that we don't have physical meetings, let us really go to WhatsApp. You call someone on WhatsApp, you're calling them, making real calls. You're also using our the Facebook and all that. And like on Facebook, you can also be having attached to the New Life Facebook, then you'll be getting a lot of updates. The back office is also helping us. And by the way, in our price list, we also have the literature materials that are very key that you can use. You can buy them, they cost 20 bob, 30 bob, 20, like that. So at the back of your price list, there is always literature. Literature about pro-vitality, for example, which you can give somebody, it's only 30 shillings. And where literature goes, products flow. So let us be keen on that. And finally, every day, have affirmations. Talk to yourself positively. Don't wake up thinking, oh, sasa nikiongea na huyu kweli atanisikia. Now what happens? Yeah, they are not even picking my calls. No, always be positive. And make sure you are telling yourself very positive things. When I wake up, I'm very positive. Why? Because I want to expect a positive day. Our thoughts will lead to our actions. So that you should have a mantra that you are able to repeat every day, and it will really guide you and give you the morale, the boost. Because without motivating yourself, you cannot wait for the outside world to come and motivate you. So every day, have something you repeat to yourself. They say repetition is the mother of skill. So I believe you want to earn money. I believe all of us want to grow, to be financially stable, to have residual income. When I imagine that the business I have built is going to help my generation, that nobody, actually the decision I made on 17th of July 2010 to work out this business will ensure that my children and their children will never be poor. That is the greatest thing of all. So I want us to take this opportunity very seriously, firmly, and be very aggressive. Because when you think about the big dreams that you have ahead of you, you cannot allow yourself to be discouraged by anybody. So every day, like when you check on my WhatsApp, my WhatsApp, is it called status? I have that statement, always, I am a money magnet. And I find I get money every day. I will just talk about how I will get money from my business. So I have an affirmation I'm going to read for you, the last thing that I read every morning. I actually amend every other time to make it better. So lately I even amended. So my affirmation is like this. I'm a strong magnet to money. I have all the money in the world to provide for all the things that I desire. Every day, more and more money keep coming to me with the speed of light. Money is the servant. I am the master. There is no limit to the amount of money I'm capable of earning. Earning money is a direct result of the service I provide for other people. I'm extremely wealthy. I am deeply grateful to for the wealth that keeps coming into my life. I'm grateful that I now own more wealth than I ever imagined. Thank you, oh divine connection, oh God, my providence, for this magnificent flow of great and inexhaustible abundance in all areas of my life. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. I have a grateful heart that keeps attracting all the things that I deeply desire. By the end of December 2020, I will have in my possession 20 million Kenya shillings, which will come to me in various amounts from time to time during this year. Amen.
Wow. Fortunately, I will be enjoying part of the money. So that marks the end of our, heavily loaded session. I want to believe we are well equipped. And I want to believe that we are now going to practice what we have learned. Remember, if you learn and you don't put into practice, then we wasted our time. So ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make some quick announcements.